Okay, what's good, lovers and friends? This is my second time recording this, so let's see how it goes. I was quite emotional in the first one. So, today we're going to be talking about the benefits of, or even the double edged sword of being someone of light. Let me just. Chamomile. So, let me first start off by saying congratulations for tuning into this channel. This is something brought you here, your guides, yourself, searching. So looking for a good group of friends, mentors, being that light to other people. Now, before I continue, I do want to share that not everyone that we go to for help is a good person or has our best intentions at heart. But we're here at this channel because we are divine masculine and feminine women and men of the heart, and we have positive intentions, and we're always looking forward new ways to help ourselves and help other people elevate, graduate, and reach their goals in a positive way, in the most constructive way we possibly can, without harm to any. So, congratulations. Thank you for showing up. This is such a huge step. Even if it's for yourself, or, you're just here because you want to find information for others. So, you are a light. A lot of times we're getting some information because, heck, it's hard. It is so hard to... as my favorite band, Streetlight Manifesto, it's hard to stand alone when everyone else, to stand your ground when you're alone. It's hard to do the right thing when you're alone. And today's video, I want to talk to you all about that. Now, the information you're getting, use wisely. This is coming from my heart. This is coming from my own personal experience. And I was playing around with how much of this I could share, how much of this I was willing to be vulnerable about, and how much of this, but you know what, this is information, this is a platform, this is a story in which everyone can greatly benefit. So this is my second time filming. It's gonna be a lot smoother. So, a lot of us that come to this channel are not, you're here because you're not like the rest. Again, congratulations. You don't do things like basic people do. For example, going to someone and telling them something, if you're the person somebody is going to, you're typically not the type of person to say, oh, that sucks. You're cognizant and very well aware of the fact that your words hold power. You're very cognizant and aware of the fact that someone has come to you, and from your own life experience or using whatever energy you have to speak into this person's light. Not only are you speaking into their light, but you're speaking life into that light. And it is important knowing that we're coming to this stage, that we're all in agreement here. So, my experience. There are some things when people come to me and share certain things with me, I can generally back up and just say, well, you know what you're doing. What do we do when a friend comes to us seeking help? Help, my child doesn't listen. Help, my friends aren't supportive of me. Help, I have a friend who is seeing a guy and he's paying her for dates. What should I tell her? Being well aware of the fact that just one, sniffing out this person's intention. You can know in your stomach, in your heart, in the back of your head if this person has positive intentions for coming to you, or if they're kind of up to something shady, not good, weird, out of whack, out of sync. We can usually feel this energy. So knowing that you have this It's like, it's a balancing act, isn't it? It's knowing that, fast forward, if a person's asking questions about their life, how to give it in a positive response. When you are a person who is of love, of support, of sound, of light, of a safe person, we can say, when you are a safe person, when people start telling you things, it's important for you to be well aware of your words and not just tell people what to think, because people will start resenting you if you tell them the wrong thing. For example, I was working in a store, American Eagle, and a girl came in and she was saying that her boyfriend beat her up. And I was like, I can help you, let me just, like, don't come and tell me that somebody's hurting you and you just have a black eye. Like, I'm going to do what I can. You just told me that. I'm not going to just say, oh, that sucks. I mean, that's not really, usually people will tell you that for whatever reason, not because they just wanted it shut down. They want you to handle it. And this is not so much to place all of this responsibility onto you, but it's just to let you know that there is something about you, about your words, about the energy that you share with other people, that they are hoping they will get a positive response. So, with all of that said, it didn't really work the way I wanted her to. I said I could drive you anywhere, but don't let this guy come, pick you up. She was in some serious crossfire too, with people showing up at our work and, harassing her at work, harassing her online. It was just a mess. And she was so beautiful and like really quiet into herself. I genuinely wanted to help her, not hurt her. Like, she was hurting. So what do we do in these situations? Like I said, people will start to resent you if you don't have this awareness of your words, if you don't have awareness of the things and intentions that you're putting out. People can resent you. So, for example, if somebody tells you, hey, I think I'm going to break up with my boyfriend because we have different lifestyles. I'm losing a bunch of weight and all he does is eat and eat and gets fatter and fatter. That's just a situation. Sometimes people are 2 steps ahead and one is a step behind. Never, ever, ever are we in life where someone is perfectly on every single step as us. So what do I tell this friend who's going through this problem? And it's not even a problem, it's just life. That you know what you're doing. You could leave and, just, go through this experience alone by yourself and find someone like that. But if, you stop drinking and then they start, then that's going to be another problem. You can learn to love this person anyway and know that they may catch up and just focus on yourself. But at the end of the day, you know what you're doing and you know what you want. Is a better way than just say, girl, you need to dump him, and oh my goodness, and what is he doing, what is she doing, they're only holding you back. That's supportive for some people, but when they get back together with this person, it's gonna bother you. Now, this is a double-edged sword to that. When people tell you their problems, they involve your head and your heart. So it's not unnatural for you to want to react, especially in a visceral way. This is the thing that kind of entangles everything. Being someone of sensitivity, being someone of a safe person, being someone of what other people may deem authority. It means that they feel something in you that would handle it. So let me go to my story, which I've been putting off. I was out at this party with a bunch of international people and local people where we put events on. And in this party, I brought someone, which I wasn't even sure about her energy. I didn't like her anyway, but she was coming with two of the people I invited, who they just said, hey, we brought someone, is that cool? Without really even checking. And the second I met her, I just did not feel for her. But I sensed, I was vibrating high, I was positive, I was all prayed up, I was all fasted. And then she came, and let me just remind you that sometimes lower vibrational energy, the adversary, works in ways that through people who agree to it. They don't know that they agree, they just know that they don't like something, or this is their messenger. So this is how you can also avoid getting into some other web. So we were all hanging out, and as we were leaving the first half of the party, she was telling us that someone I knew who was at this party, who I didn't like anyway, who was kind of looking at women like predators, like, oh, who could I get? Every single time I see him, she said he was groping me, he was like grabbing me, and like in places only intimate friends can touch. And then I just turned to her and I was like, girl, why are you telling me this? I mean, either when you tell someone a problem, you involve their head and their heart. So did you do something about it? Or, I'm having a great day, I'm having a great time, but you're coming to me so I can be like, I'm not fake. I'm not one of these people that's going to be like, oh my God, that's so awful. And then when they come around, oh my God, hey, how's it going? I'm not that type of person. So let's just get that out the way. And she was like, you know what? You're right. If I wasn't going to do anything, I should just be quiet about it. I should. And that was it. And like, so I thought that was over. But, he walked into the bar. Somehow he found us when we left the second place. I was talking to somebody else, and I turned around and I was like, dude, what are you doing here? I heard what you did to this girl. I heard you were groping her. You can't just be groping women. And I was so upset. I just like pointed at his chest and I was like, you have to go. Don't you just get out of here, man. Just get out of here. And he turned to me and he's like, what are you talking about? And he turned to look at two other people in the booth who were both men. And they were like, we don't know what your problem is, but get out of here, guy. So everyone else kind of just backed me up. They didn't know me from anyone. Just like I handled that situation. Kind of wishing I hadn't, but I was just kind of like, okay. Now, how he found us, I wouldn't know. This other girl who was talking to her, I don't even know what her situation was, but, if she texted him, hey, we're here at this bar, come over, or if the person who was walking with us brought him there, I don't really know. But they showed up, and he was kicked out, and like other people were supportive of the fact that he should not have just been there. And why would somebody play something like this on my heart? Like, two issues I cannot stand is sexual violence and like disgust based on race. I mean, these are things that is just intolerable for me. I'm pretty cool until these kinds of things happen. And so after the bar closed, this girl, her friend, came up to me and said, I don't like how you talk to this other girl. You were victim blaming her, and you were making her feel like she should have done something. And I just turned to her and I said, look, I just had this guy kicked out of the bar. What do you want from me? Now, that she began to like personalize it. She said, you didn't have to take that on. You could have just left it alone. And I said, but look at you. You've taken it on too. Like, this girl's over here talking to like 6 different guys at the bar, and she's causing fights for everyone. She's having the two of us have conflict. She's having me and this other person. It didn't work so well. Now, fast forward until recently, I was just at a party where this individual was, and he got so upset because, my God, how dare you hurt a man's ego, right? Telling everyone, she was so disrespectful to me, and she was very, very rude, and I said nothing. Like, there's no reason for me to entertain that or even have to explain that when it comes to matters of, like, that. That's not something I'm willing to, one, defend or explain or I don't have anything to say. So why did I go into this story? Because it's harder when you have to stand up for your own beliefs. But it's even worse when someone else pushes it on you. And no one has to take that or tolerate it. But just screen these people. And sometimes they come to you, even in my own situation, where your defenses are so lowered, you were just having the time and like, why are you telling me this? Like, go handle that yourself. And, then after that was handled, then other people be not seeing that, but just being like, well, why did you do that? So it's almost like you feel like you can transmute all of this energy, but please, learn from this one mistake that I usually don't do. Don't take on somebody else's stuff. If that's the situation, particularly if you don't know them, or if they're just someone from I don't know where, just leave that alone. I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't really know you, and I hope things get better, but I can't deal with this right now. And that's usually my response, but it's just important for me to tell you all this, that there are so many positive and negatives to being spiritually sensitive and have gone through so much. You're not alone. You're amazing. And congratulations, you are a light. You are so sensitive and empathic and sympathetic that you can feel certain energies. And for a while, it may just mean, pulling yourself back. What was the consequence of this? Just going to a party and having this guy talk about me to a lot of people. I mean, God reveals our enemies easily, and we can see the faces of people who aren't supportive of us. But for those people that were shown, hallelujah, I'm able to see someone else new, and somebody else, amazing people are coming through the door. It's such a positive thing. But it's not nice to feel that. At the same time, it really doesn't feel good. So you all, it's amazing to be full of light. It's amazing to know that people come to you. Be in charge and sovereign of yourself, and decree and declare certain things. Remember that no man or woman can harm you, no witchcraft can harm you, and no weapon formed against you, my God, financial, spiritual, mental, socio-economical, anything weapon against you shall prosper. So just with that, it's definitely interesting living this earth angel life, because we have this feeling of both empathy and doing good, and also the sensitivity, feeling other people's pain and they don't feel it, living in that realm, and still wanting to do what we can to transmute it, and knowing that it, this can be heavy. So what can you do to handle this and kind of keep things out? You can meditate. Meditating helps. Praying absolutely helps. Filling your vibration and energy with positive people. Well, Miranda K, not everyone's positive around me. There's people I work with. I get it. And for that, you can pray, or you can find a way to get out of that job. But only you know what you're doing, right? You know that every day that you have options, but you chose to go to work. So either you know that you're on your path to something else and you can handle it, or you know if it's draining you. Only you know what you're doing. And when you actually want guidance, or you're ready to take steps, give some friends a call, send me an email, slide into my DMs, and we can talk about other options. You are a light. Use your energy wisely. Keep positive people around you. Listen to positive affirmations, and rejoice and be glad that sometimes some of these people are shown to you. You are 10 steps ahead. It is amazing to be so spiritually sensitive and to be someone of responsibility. This means you have authority. This authority is threatening. It's a fear. It's something that these people who don't have it wish they did. You're amazing. You are so amazing. And I'm so proud and honored to be able to share this story with you. I'm glad it went a little bit more smoothly than it was the first time I attempted it. I was quite all over the place. So, all right, you all, just have an amazing day. And as we enter into Scorpio season, know that it's okay if you need to hermit and get away from people just for a little bit. We are in a bit of a retrograde in Mercury, so there's going to be a little bit of conflicts in slight ways, just misunderstandings, really. So if you can be as clear as possible with people, it can help. Or if something's kind of strange is happening, maybe just don't engage until it's time, and then you can later come back and do that. But only you know what you need for you, and you can help yourself make a list of all the things that make you so awesome. Again, this video is all about why it's so awesome and amazing, and sometimes even heavy, like the true spectrum of light worker, of authority, of being someone in power, and knowing that in this people want that help, in this people gravitate to it, and sometimes even in this people repel it. So yeah, take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.